Hi, in statistical decision making, now we will see pairs of data, scatter diagram for the data, Pearson coefficient for the data, p-value for the Pearson coefficient, and the significance of this p-value. Pearson coefficient and p-value for Pearson coefficient. What is scatter diagram? A plot of data points in pairs. We will see that here. See here, x coordinate gives you x variable values, y coordinate gives you y variable values, and for each x value there is a y value. Those points are plotted. This is called scatter diagram, y versus x. Now we can go back to this. What is the correlation? It is testing whether a pair of data has any relation. See here, there's a x and y variable values are given here. Is there a relation between x and y? That is given by this Pearson coefficient. The Pearson coefficient formula is given by this relation xi, yi, x bar and y bar. X bar and y bar are nothing but the average of these xi values and yi values respectively. Xi are the individual x values, yi are the individual y values. Since it is very difficult to calculate for us manually, PC will do this for us. All we need to do is paste the data here and we will get the Pearson coefficient. And number of pairs are 12 here. And T characteristic is the T distribution. We are going to refer and find the p-value. So the T characteristic value is obtained using this relation, where here rho is the Pearson coefficient, n is the number of pairs, rho is again the Pearson coefficient here. Once we have T characteristic and the degree of freedom. Degree of freedom is number of pairs minus 2. So once we have this T characteristics, degree of freedom, and it is a two-tailed test, so we can find out the p-value. Once the p-value is known, we can find out what does it mean. What is p-value? Testing whether the result of an experiment is statistically significant. We have taken a sample data, no, x and y values. That relation that we have obtained, is it really significant or not? That is what we are going to find out here. Depending upon the rho value, we are fixing a relation, and that relation is significant or not, we are going to find out. Now, what if p-value is less than 0.05? If it is low, reject the null hypothesis. What if p-value is more than 0.05? That means we have failed to reject the null hypothesis. That means null hypothesis is not rejected. It is valid. There is no significant result in the experiment that we have observed. What is the null hypothesis then? We are going to reject or fail to reject. What does this mean? The x values and y values are independent. That is what is called null hypothesis. Pairs of data are independent. Statistically significant means they are dependent. Okay. Now we will go to the Excel sheet and test for the pairs of data. There are 4 pairs of data here. What I will do is I will take this data, Control C, and then go there. I will go to the first value and paste it as values. Very important. You have to paste it as a values. The other 2 values, I'm going to delete it. Right. So now you can see the scatter diagram for this, and p-value are also this. Pearson coefficient is very high. That means there is a strong relation. P-value is less than 0.05. Therefore, reject the null hypothesis. That means there is a significant relation. That is, alternate hypothesis is valid. Now we will go and check for the another data here. We take this data, Control C, go there, paste values. Is fixed here. Here again, we are rejecting the null hypothesis. The relation is different. Here it is perfect relation. See, it is close to 0.99. Therefore, you are getting this. We'll go to another value, this particular data. Control C, p-value, paste values. Okay. Here again, there is a perfect relation. Another case, last case we will see here. We'll take this data, Control C, go there. We'll have to paste the values. We'll paste the values here. So you can see here. Now, p-value is greater than 0.05, hence fail to reject the null hypothesis. Here we are going to reject the, not fail to reject the null hypothesis. That means they are scattered. There is no relation between x and y values here. This completes my session here. I hope you have understood what is a scatter diagram, how to draw the scatter diagram for pairs of data, what is Pearson coefficient. If the Pearson coefficient is 0, there is no strong relation between the variables. If it is close to 1, there is a strong relation between the variables. And how significant they are is obtained using the p-value for the Pearson coefficient. Thank you very much. If you like this video, please share with your friends and subscribe to this channel so that you can see more such free videos, educational videos. And if you also have any doubt on any mathematical problems, please let me know. I will definitely make a separate video for that and put it on the YouTube channel. And this Excel sheet also, I'm going to put it in the descriptions. Those of you who want to play with can download the Excel sheet and then learn. Thank you very much.